Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to solve the two important Anna University problems from this topic, the parallel plane waveguide as well as the rectangular waveguide. Okay, so two big question we are going to solve. First question you see, for a frequency of 10 GHz, plane separation of 5 centimeter in air, find the cutoff frequency, cutoff wavelength, phase velocity, group velocity of the wave. Okay, so four thing we have to calculate: cutoff frequency, cutoff wavelength, phase velocity, group velocity. So first you should identify this is the parallel waveguide or a rectangular waveguide or circular waveguide. You just identify first. Okay. So since the in each thing we are calculating cutoff frequency, cutoff wavelength, phase, group velocity, and so on. Okay, but the formula it will differ for each waveguide. So here, what are the data given? You see, for the frequency of 10 GHz. So 10 GHz is the operating frequency, and a plane separation of 5 centimeter in air. Okay, so plane separation means only one data is here. So the distance between two parallel plane A is given. So that's why this problem is under parallel waveguide. Okay, so the A is given 5 centimeter, and here the propagation is via air. Okay, and this 5 centimeter you just convert into meter, so 0.05 meter. And here the mode, the operating mode is not given. Okay, so you just assume the dominant mode m equal to 1 and n equal to 0. Okay, so in this case the mode is not given. If mode value you didn't know means we can't obtain any cutoff frequency, cutoff wavelength formula. So that's why you just assume m equal to 1. Okay, if the mode is given means, if for example TE10 mode means m is equal to 1, n is equal to 0, you just take. Okay, otherwise you take it as a dominant mode. Okay, m equal same TE10 mode, so m value 1. Okay, and so for this parallel plane rectangular wave, parallel plane waveguide, we are going to find these answers. Okay, so already the formulas, the cutoff frequency, wavelength, group velocity, phase velocity, impedance, so all formulas already I posted as a separate video. Okay, so if you want to learn that video, only the formulas for rectangular waveguide and parallel plane waveguide, I will give link in the description box. You can refer it, or in my channel in the name of transmission lines and RF system. One playlist is there. In that playlist, all videos from unit 1 to this unit 4, all videos are available in lecture videos, as well as the multiple choice question and answer with the 2 more problems is also available in a separate playlist. That playlist name is transmission lines and RF system MCQ. Okay, so you go through that. So now we are going to solve the problem. So frequency, A value, M value given. So first we have to find the cutoff frequency. So what is the cutoff frequency formula for parallel plane wave? Fc equal to M by 2A into V. Okay, where V is said to be C, V or C. Okay, V is a 3 into 10 to the power 8. So you know, and the M value, what is the M value? 1. And what is the A value? 0.05. So you just substitute. So in order to solve this problem, first you should know the formula. Okay, so you just remember the formula. For if it is a parallel plane, Fc equal to M by 2AV. If it is a rectangular waveguide, Fc equal to C by 2 square root of M by A the squared plus N by B the squared. Okay, so you just remember and compare and remember the formula. So you substitute and the answer is 3 GHz. Okay, so the first answer calculated. Similarly, the second question, cutoff wavelength. So if the frequency calculated means the wavelength we can calculate in a easy manner. The cutoff wavelength is nothing but it's a ratio of C divided by FC. C or V divided by FC, and C, you know, 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by FC. Just now we calculated 3 GHz. So 3 into GHz means 10 to the power 9. So the answer is 0.1 meter. Okay, this is one method. Or otherwise, for a cutoff wavelength also the formula is there. Okay, so for cutoff wavelength in terms of A and M, the formula is 2A divided by M. Okay, so in this case also you substitute 2 into what is A, 0.01. What is M? 1. So if you are substituting, we can get the same answer. You see? Okay, so in any one of the formula you can use in order to calculate the wavelength. Okay, then the third question, phase velocity. So the phase velocity formula, you know, V by square root of 1 minus Fc divided by F the whole square. So phase velocity, group velocity, it is common for both that is rectangular waveguide as well as parallel waveguide, the same formula only. Okay. So the phase velocity V by square root of 1 minus Fc by F the whole square. So which is equal to, what is V? 3 into 10 to the power 8. Okay. V is nothing but C divided by square root of 1 minus Fc. 3 giga, F the operating frequency 10 giga to the whole square. We can get the answer is 3.15 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so phase velocity calculated. And the next one, group velocity. So if phase velocity you know means, group velocity we can calculate in an easy method. Okay, so for group velocity, already you are having one more formula. The group velocity equal to V into square root of 1 minus Fc by F the whole square. Okay, so you may use that formula, or otherwise, you know, the product of group velocity and the phase velocity, which is equal to square of C. Okay, Vp Vg equal to C squared. From that, the group velocity is equal to C squared divided by Vp. Okay, so C is 3 into 10 to the power 8 the whole square divided by just now Vp calculated 3.15 into 10 to the power 8. So the answer is 2.85 into 10 to the power 8. And this is velocity. So the unit for velocity is meter per second. Okay, so the group velocity calculated. So the 4 quantity calculated. Cutoff frequency, the formula m by 2a into v. V or c. Cutoff wavelength, c by fc. Phase velocity, v by square root of 1 minus fc by f the whole square. And group velocity, it is c square divided by vp. Okay, so the 4 thing calculated. Okay, so this is a May 2016 question. Okay, May 2016 question and 13 mark question. Similarly, the next one, we are going to discuss one more problem. Okay, so it's a December 2015 question. It's a 16 mark problem. Okay, you see, so in this problem, there is a one change is there. Up to this, we solved different problem, and in that the dimension of a rectangular waveguide is given in centimeter. Okay, but here you see the dimension is given in inch. Okay, so if directly if you are substituting in inch means you can get the wrong answer. Okay, so first we have to convert our a value, b value and length value from inch to meter. You just convert. Okay, that is a most important term. As it is, if you are substituting instead of that is a 0.9 inch, you are assuming it as this is centimeter, 0.9 centimeter, you convert into meter. If you are substituting means that is the wrong answer. Okay, this is the important point you should know. So you see the question, a rectangular air-filled copper waveguide with a dimension 0.9 inch cross 0.4 inch cross section and 12 inch length. Okay, the length, the wave, this is 12 inches the waveguide length, 0.9 inch is a value. Okay, rectangular waveguide with this is 0.4 is a B and is operated at 9.2 gigahertz. Okay, so the operating frequency is 9.2 gigahertz with a dominant mode. So dominant mode means automatically which one is a dominant mode in rectangular waveguide? TE10. So from TE10, M is 1, N is 0. Okay, and the question is the same thing. You just find cutoff frequency, guide wavelength, phase velocity and characteristics impedance, and one more thing, loss. Okay, so up to which this 4 quantity we calculated in a previous problems, but the loss we have to find out. This is the extra one thing in this December 2015 question. Okay, so the first step is to you just write down the given data. So here the dimension A and B is given in inch. So in order to convert inch into centimeter, you just multiply that with 2.54. Okay, so that is a 1 inch is said to be 2.54 centimeter. So in order to convert inch into centimeter, 0.9 into 2.54 centimeter. So it is 2.286 centimeter. Again, this 2.286 centimeter you convert into meter. So 2.286 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, that means you just divide by 100. Okay, 100 you can get in meter. Similarly, B you convert into first centimeter, then you convert into meter. So 2.54 centimeter you multiply. So 1.016 centimeter. Okay, after that you convert into meter. So 1.016 divided by 100, or otherwise into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, this is the important step. Instead of converting inch to centimeter directly, you are substituting A equal to 0.9, B equal to 0.9. The entire problem will be wrong. Okay, so this is the important thing. And another one, the operating frequency given 9.2 gigahertz. Okay, these are all the given data. Then dominant mode they are mentioning. So TE10. So M is 1, N is 0. Okay, so that's all. So now we are going to calculate each thing. So the first one, cutoff frequency. So you know the cutoff frequency formula. Already we solved in several problem. The cutoff frequency of C equal to C by 2 square root of M by A the square plus N by B the whole square. Okay. So you just substitute all values. What is C? 3 into 10 to the power 8. What is M? 1. N 0. So the second part 0. So and A. What is A? A is important. You just substitute A value in meter. So this is 2.286 centimeter. So you convert into meter means 2.286 into 10 to the power minus 2 to the whole square. So you calculate. So the cutoff frequency is 6.56 gigahertz. Okay, the first answer calculated. Then the second question, guide wavelength. So the guide wavelength lambda g equal to lambda by square root of 1 minus fc divided by f the whole square. This is the guide wavelength formula. Okay, so now we have to find out lambda. Lambda first. What is lambda? C by f. So C, you know, f operating frequency is given as 9.2 giga. So you substitute, you find the answer 3.26 into 10 to the power minus 2. So lambda value you substitute here. FC value just now we calculated 6.56 gigahertz, and the operating frequency, you know, 9.2 giga. So after substituting you may get lambda g, you see 0.046 meter. It is 4.6 centimeter. So the guide wavelength calculated. Then the third question, phase velocity. So you know the formula for phase velocity, c by square root of 1 minus fc by f the whole square. So you just compare the phase velocity formula and the guide wavelength. The guide wavelength is lambda by square root of this. The phase velocity is c by square root of the same answer. Okay, the denominator is same. If the numerator c means it's a velocity. If numerator is lambda means it is a guide wavelength. Okay, so 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by the same denominator. The denominator value already you calculated in the previous question. Okay, so you substitute. If you are calculating, we can get the answer is 4.278 into 10 to the power 8. Okay, this is velocity. So velocity means the unit is meter per second. Okay, this is the thing. Then the fourth question, characteristics impedance. So here the given mode is TE10 mode. Okay, so for TE mode, for transverse electric mode, the wave impedance formula is eta by square root of 1 minus fc by f the whole square. Okay, this is the characteristics impedance formula for TE mode. If it is a TM mode, eta into the square root of that one. Okay, so depending upon the TE mode, TM mode, this formula vary. Okay, so what is eta? Eta value is 125. It is a 377 ohms divided by square root of the same thing. Okay, so already this denominator 1 by square root of 1 minus fc by f the whole square already we calculated in third question and second question. Okay, the same denominator. Once you calculated this denominator, we can use it for the 4 questions. Okay, so you just find the answer 537.68 ohms. Okay, so the fourth one calculated. And the last question they are asking loss. What is the loss value we have to determine? Okay, so in order to find out the loss, so loss is nothing but attenuation per length. Okay, so in order to find out the attenuation means alpha into L. where alpha is a attenuation constant. So in order to find out the loss in dB, first you should we have to calculate attenuation. If you want to find out attenuation, first you should calculate alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is the attenuation constant. So the alpha formula for the rectangular waveguide is alpha equal to Rs. Rs is a surface resistance into 1 plus 2B by A Fc by F the whole square divided by B into square root of mu naught by epsilon naught into square root of 1 minus Fc by F the whole square. This is the formula for attenuation constant. So first, if you want to find attenuation, you should find Rs. What is Rs? Rs is a surface resistance. Remaining all value, you know, A value, you know, B, you know, cutoff frequency already calculated, F already given. Okay, all data you know, and this Rs you didn't know. So first you should calculate the surface resistance. So the surface resistance formula is square root of pi F mu by sigma. Okay, the conductivity. So square root of pi into what is operating frequency? 9.2 GHz into mu. Here it is a air is a medium. Okay, air is a dielectric. So for air, mu is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. Okay, mu is nothing but mu naught. So the mu naught value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by the conductivity value. So the conductivity for the copper is 5.8 into 10 to the power 7. This is the constant you should know. So first you should calculate this Rs. So the surface resistance is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay. So after calculating the surface resistance, you just substitute the surface resistance in alpha formula. So 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2, 1 plus 2 B, you know, A, you know, Fc by F the whole square divided by B into, what is this square root of mu naught by epsilon naught? The square root of mu naught by epsilon naught. It is nothing but the intrinsic impedance eta. Okay, so eta value already you know, it's a 120 pi or 377 ohms. So this square root of mu naught by epsilon naught is a 120 pi. Okay, then this is B value. Then square root of this, you substitute. If you are solving, we can get the alpha is 1.354 into 10 to the power minus 4 Nepers per meter. This is the attenuation. Okay, this is the attenuation constant. Then here our question is we have to find the loss for the rectangular waveguide of the length is given. So you see what is the length given? 12-inch length. Okay, for the rectangular waveguide length is 12-inch. So you convert 12-inch into centimeter. You just multiply it with 2.54. Okay, so here the attenuation constant we calculated. So after calculating attenuation constant, the attenuation is nothing but attenuation constant into length. So what is attenuation constant? 1.354 into 10 to the power minus 4, just now calculated, into what is the length? Length is 12-inch. So 12 into, if you want to convert into meter, so you just find 2.54 centimeters. So centimeter means into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, so if you are multiplying, we can get 4.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 Nepers. Okay, this is the attenuation. Okay, then we have to find out loss. Loss is nothing but attenuation in dB. Okay, this is attenuation in Nepers. Okay, so already you know the formula in order to convert Nepers into dB. Okay, this is loss in Nepers, just now calculated. If we want to convert the unit Nepers into decibel, you multiply this answer by 8.686. Okay, if you want to convert Nepers into decibel, means the Neper value you just multiply with 8.686. Okay, so already we studied this in a first unit, the conversion of Neper into decibel. So we can get the answer is 36 into 10 to the power minus 3 dB. Okay, so this is the loss happening in our transmission. Okay, so this question is a 16-mark question. Okay, 16-mark question. This is the December 2015 question. Okay. So in this, we discussed the two problem. In the next video, we are going to solve the important Anna University 2-mark question related with this waveguides. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos, and please share this video to your friends also. If you want to learn all lecture videos as well as the 2-mark problems related to each topic in my channel, there is a two playlist is there in the name of transmission lines and RF system. One playlist is there, in that all lecture videos are available in order, and in another one playlist, transmission lines and RF system MCQ, in that 1 mark and 2-mark problems is solved in that video. Okay, so please use that, or otherwise I will give link in the description box, you can refer it. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video with Anna University 2-mark problems related with this topic.